Yes, long rest. You all get back into town, weary, battered, bruised, and bloodied. Toblin kind of waves at you hesitantly as you all just go up to your rooms respectively to get some
I
sleep.
slipped and fell on ice today, so yay.
He
Oh,
sends
goodness.
sends up trays of food
slipped
to
on
each of you.
ice once,
A nice
and I got
warm
a
ale.
hell of a fucking bruise. Like, it
and
was
you
on my,
all
like
fall into a
thigh
nice
to ass.
restful sleep.
Sorry for the descriptors, but that's where it is. It was
Now,
thigh to ass all the way up, and it was, I don't know
In the middle
why
of the
those
night,
ones were so gnarly, but it was. Ugh.
Isla.
So hopefully it wasn't so bad.
You're woken up again. But this time, it's a woodpecker that's at your window. And roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
You notice that Sammy is in the deepest trance that you have ever seen. You see almost like she's sitting on the floor, and what from you can tell is it appears that roots have grown from her skin and have nestled into the floorboards of the floor, and she's in a deep trance. You don't think she can be moved
I fell on my arm
at all.
and scraped my knees on the frozen ground. Oh,
But
no
then
blood
you're
though, surprisingly.
Tap, 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 tap.
Ew, no
At
fun.
the window.
Sorry for the ew, but at the same time, I hope you mend up
open
quickly.
the window,
That sucks.
and I will cast Speak with Animals.
I'm like an accident-prone person too, so
As
like,
you go to cast Speak with Animals, nothing happens.
Interesting. Okay.
Your totem glows green.
Looking at my totem, and I'll look back at the woodpecker. Curious. I'll hold my hand out again, in hopes that the woodpecker will come to the hand.
let's see if we can turn her
Do you
up
have the
just
totem
a
out?
little bit.
I can see, and then I grabbed it from my bag.
But is it out?
Yeah, it's out.
In your other hand?
Yeah, my other hand.
Okay. How firm of a grip would you say you have on your totem?
I mean, I'd say a firm grip. like it's not maybe if you push me really hard, it might fall out. But I don't think
Okay.
a woodpecker could knock it out.
Yeah, I hope it heals quick too. Yeah.
The woodpecker lands on your hands,
Mm-hmm.
and it jabs your hand 3 times. And then it flies away.
Great. Interesting. I'll put my totem back. I'll close the window. And I'll just lay in my bed and think, what is going on? My friend won't be able to move in the next morning, probably, so I'm left to deal with this on my own for a bit. And I will go back to sleep.
And you do? Other than that, the rest of you are undisturbed, unaccosted within the night. Star Davni, what are you doing?
I'm in seeing the rest of the party go to sleep like they normally do. I normally will, by choice, choose to be the last one. And I'll make my way outside. And probably just lean on the side of the building as to not cause problems in the night. And am I close to where the girls are? I would know where they are, correct? Where Sammy and Isla sleep?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
I feel that as being both a paladin and keeping track of your party, but also having a connection with nature, being that you are a paladin with an oath of the ancients, also known as the Green Knights, you know where Isla and Sammy are at all times. They don't know you know that, but you do.
Okay. So I would probably kind of hang out underneath their room, and I would like to add for the flavor of it, because I think it works for her, that maybe it's a song that I choose to sing as to why Sammy gets entangled.
What song is it that you sing?
I'm gonna sing one of the ancient songs about the growth of elders.
So would you aptly name it the Song of Growth?
Aptly, yes, perhaps.
Okay. I needed to know that. And so you sit under the window, you start humming, and then it becomes a soft
Hey, Peaches,
singing.
how are you doing?
And you notice the woodpecker fly to the window, tap on it. You see Isla open the window. It flies in and then flies back out, and you notice the window close. And then you smile as you continue your song and drift off into your trance.
Do I see where it goes by any chance?
You see it fly off to the woods to the north of the tavern.
And because this is going to be like one of the consistent places that I go, did I see when the sparrow was there too? Like that, I'm just seeing, is there a constant here where they keep going to the same place?
You did. And they do.
Okay.
And as you enter your trance, Starro asks you, "Is it time?"
Yep, it's that time.
Well, maybe not that time tonight. It's the night of firsts, Daphne. You understand that, right?
Yes. A night of
Good.
firsts.
I think we should be there for her.
It's about time.
He smiles, and you drift off into your trance. Doing what? We don't know. Not yet. And the rest of the night is unaccosted and uneventful. You all wake up in the morning, long rested, and level 3.
Good. Cooking dinner. Nice. What's for dinner?
So, who wakes up
How are you
first?
doing, hon? I'm good. I slept a lot today. I tried to be productive, but then
I would
I
be an early riser.
needed more rest. So
thought you were
I
nocturnal, though.
rested.
I never established I was nocturnal.
He's
I'm-
breaking the stigma.
I'm diurnal. No, I feel
Keeps
like
pocket melatonin.
Yep, 100%.
I would wake up probably shortly after sunrise.
Sloppy
and,
Joes. Not my favorite, but Crow requested them. Hey,
tinker
there's a
with
time
my
and a place for
amulet
everything, even a Sloppy Joe.
And
But did you tell
take a
him I'm
couple
very
of moments like I
unhappy
usually do
about
and make sure
him
everything's
and
in its place in
his
my
result
pack,
in canceling the
and
lightsaber
wait
battle?
for sounds of my
That
group to
literally made me get
stir.
and like I was laughing. It was so good.
You go to sift through your pack, and you notice that some of the gears are gone. And in their place is a small stopwatch that Zion made during the night.
Interesting. Ziond,
It's nothing special. It's just a stopwatch.
Ziond, are you around? Are you invisible?
Of course I'm invisible. I'm a closet. You fucking kidding me? We're in town. They wouldn't like me.
Did you make this?
No, I haven't shown him yet. He's
Yes.
just crawled out
This is
from the
good work.
future. He was napping. I
did you
feel
not
that.
sleep last night?
I'm a demon. I don't
I
really
wasn't-
need to sleep.
Oh, that's nifty. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm
Yeah,
gonna hold it to my...
did you know that you like roost when you sleep? It's kind of weird watching you just like, cause you start on the headrest, then you end up in the rafters, and by morning you're back on the headrest. I don't understand how it happens, but it does.
I wouldn't know. I'm asleep, but that's interesting to know. Hopefully, that doesn't cause any problems when we're not in our own confined space.
I don't also understand how your neck doesn't snap.
Oh, you mean like this? And I turn my neck all the way around.
I can't even get 90 degrees before it hurts, you know.
It's
The vertebrae,
just,
they just don't rotate like they used to.
it's more in the muscles and the tendons. You have to keep them loose, and I start stretching my neck out, and then I turn my neck all the way around to the front, and then turn around to the back the other side. There we go. Did
You know
that
what
creep you out?
scares me? Fucking owls, man.
It's gonna take a lot more to creep me out.
Good. I was hoping you weren't a bitch.
I remember.
Didn't see
And
that
you
coming.
hear a crunch and see a little spurt of blood as he's munching on a rat.
Oh God.
Tasty?
Ah, of course. I found him in the storage room.
Got an
Perks of
extra
being
one?
Invisible. No, I've eaten them.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you can forage for yourself.
I'm gonna be sick now.
If you need food, let me know. I have extra. But
As you look around the room, you notice there are multitudes of tiny blood spatters across the room. The
Oh.
closet is very hungry.
I just kind of
But the
close
inn
my,
no longer has a rat problem.
I close my eyes. I count to 3, open them, and I cast prestidigitation and wipe away all the blood spatter.
That's a good trick. You'll probably have to do that more often.
Well, good thing it's a cantrip.
Like it's a cantrip.
A spell that requires no energy for me to cast.
Kind of like how I cast invisible whenever I want to.
Yeah, exactly the same. Just
Oh,
less useful than invisible.
I
I'll
mean,
have to learn that spell.
you could just disappear, and somebody else gets the blame for the crime. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, but see, I'm usually in the same space you're in lately, and I feel like I'd be the one to catch blame for that.
So
it's
you're the
just
perfect
this-
scapegoat. You're an
I'm
owl. Who wants to fuck with an owl?
You'd be surprised. I'm smaller than most, and I look weird.
That's true.
Hence
A
why
giant
you're
eagle would
invisible.
probably fuck with you.
I don't want to find out. There was a dragon I saw the other day that, well, they said they saw a dragon the other day. Do you know anything about a dragon in the area?
I've been locked in a room with an asshole of a wizard for months.
He was an asshole of a wizard. Let's just take a second and really be thankful to the god of order that he's gone.
I don't necessarily believe in God, but I do believe in this thing called karma, and it's a bitch.
I dated a woman named Karma once in high school. She
Can we
was a bitch, too.
establish just as a passive that the god of order would be named Amazon?
Oh my god.
Yes. In this D&D verse, the god of order is now named Amazon.
It's canon.
And their followers are called the Primes.
Oh my god, they are the primes, and they're the only ones that get 2-day delivery.
Sometimes even same-day shipping.
It's like a whole blessing.
Many blessings of Amazon upon you.
Whole shrine.
Arsec is going to cast mending on his head.
So you and the
Hi,
closet
Trigger.
spend the morning chit-chatting back and forth until you start to hear the rest of your party stir.
Tell me more about a Vernon. Oh, hold. I think they're up. We'll continue this later. I want to hear more about where you come from.
No, you
Howdy.
I don't want to go there. I just want to hear about it.
don't. You don't want to hear about it either. That'll give you nightmares.
Try me.
Well, I'm gonna go. If you need me, say my name 3 times out loud, and I'll be there.
So it's
That's not
Beetlejuice.
bad sounding.
Hey, Peaches.
Never.
Yawned.
Thank you so much
Zia.
for the 500. 500.
What'd you say, Candyman?
That's 5 times and no.
No, it's like Beetlejuice.
As he disappears, I go, Zion.
God damn it, I just left.
I just had to test it. Just had to make sure. it
I
worked.
told you. Do you think I was lying to you?
No, just wanted to make sure you could hear me.
It's my name. It's like my name.
Well,
My
thanks for
main
proving
name.
it. It's your main name.
My main name. I don't want to have any nicknames or side names or
What's
Other names.
we'll have to come up with a nickname for you. This sounds like this name has power to it. We'll have to come up with something that's not your name to call you.
Well, when summoning demons and devils, you have to kind of know their true name.
Exactly.
Lets you exert control over them.
That's why I think we should
I
keep
kind
your
of just
name
handed
under
that shit
wraps.
out like a piece of fucking candy. Shit.
You did.
And
So
he disappears.
you know what? I got it, and I'm just gonna
My
start
mom
talking.
made
I
buns
know he's
today,
gone. I'm like,
and I
we're
got
gonna call
some
you
so
Bezos.
freaking good. Nothing beats your mom or grandma's baking. I agree.
That's
I've
his
been
name
missing
from
like
now
my
on.
mom makes like lemon bars.
So
oh
now
my god, they're so
We
good.
have established
But I've been
that
craving
your
them.
closet friend is like Beetlejuice, and I love that.
How do? Trigger, I
Has he
do
turned
well.
into a snake?
I slept a lot today,
we don't
but
know
I'm
yet.
doing well.
Oh, we don't know yet.
How are you doing?
I literally have Beetlejuice sweatpants on
Both
right
sound
now.
good.
I'm not
Oh my
kidding.
god, I love lemon bars.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
So
so
good.
funny.
Isla, you're the next one to awaken, and as you awake, you look to the corner, and you see Sammy still rooted to the
Tired, but
ground,
good.
but there are small flowers budding on the roots.
I'm
I
not
gently
tired,
stroke the
just
flower petals, and I'm just like, restful, my friend.
Could
You've
you
earned
send me
it.
some, please?
And I'll go to the window.
Can't
and
wait
I'll
for next
open it,
session.
just
Dude, it's gonna be
basking
so
in the
good.
morning light. Let me ponder about what has happened for the past 2 nights and just think to myself, what does all of this mean? What does this mean for me? What is it in general? And I'll ponder if I should tell any of my other party members about it.
Do you talk out loud to yourself?
Tell me she does. Tell me she does.
Sometimes, but not right now. I'm just narrating what I'm doing.
There's a Starry
Okay.
Peaches in Canada.
Outside
Does that
of-
work
yeah.
as an excuse?
But,
It's
like the stuff that so,
Mama
like,
Sparkles.
I'll just like
There
be
is a
mumbling, like,
starving peaches in Canada
what does this
who
mean?
needs lemon bars to sustain life.
and I keep looking at the toad and I'm like, I just don't understand. And I'm like, Sylvanas, guide me. And I will close the window again and I will grab my stuff and head out.
Alrighty. Vikara, you are next.
Yeah, I pull up the curtain. The blanket from the bed. Look out from under the bed. The damn, it's too bright in here. Gotta get up, make sure close all the shutters and everything else.
I'm taking Cammy for a mother-daughter tattoo in May.
And,
Oh,
I'll
cute. Do you already know what
myself
you're
ready
getting
as
or an idea?
Possible, and kind of tumble downstairs like I'm just woke up from a nasty hangover.
Fair enough. And then our last party member, Star Daphne. You are snapped out of your trance. Roll me a d4. You look down and you notice cuts, scrapes, and bruises across your arms and your legs. And you hear Starro, yeah, that was a rough one. They don't get easier.
No, they never
They never do.
do. But they made it. And that's the important part.
You do them proud, you know that, right?
Nah. Sometimes it's dealing with things that you have to, that you don't want to see. It's kind of the only thing I've learned from what I do. It's more of one of those, I don't hate what I see. I hate whatever made it. And that's the part that's the hardest, I think, to live with.
Yeah. You have to sit and wonder if it's created of the mind. What's that say about those that created it, you know?
Yeah.
The dangerous world we walk in,
I need a
but
drink,
it's
though.
one we walk in nonetheless.
So I'm going to go in and, because time is relative, I guess, to her in its own way. I'm going to go have a beer
Yep.
or an ale.
So as you walk in, you see Isla, you see Drakara, and you see Parsec all
I also get to
chit-chatting
take
at a
her
table.
for her first drink at a bar. Having
You
adult
don't
daughter
see
is going to be fun.
Sammy.
That is awesome. Good morning, guys.
Morning,
Good
Star Davy.
morning.
How you doing today?
Fantastic.
You're a little worse for wear. Rough night?
No more than normal. How was your night? Puttering up in the
Restful?
scaffolding, I'm sure.
Apparently. I was informed this morning that apparently I roost in alternate locations.
You're a sleep rooster. That's amazing.
Yeah. Never heard of that before.
What's up? Hey, Dirtface, how are
wonders
you
never
doing?
cease.
Happy Thursday, my friend.
Do you need a potion of healing or anything? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is normal.
I'm going to let everybody else say hi, and while they do, I'm going to cast Mending on her. If she has any rents in her armor or rips in her clothing, it's going to repair.
Okay. Ron, were you trying to say something? You didn't have your mic down.
I gotta break that habit. Isla, is Sammy sleeping again?
Yes, she is in a very deep sleep, as you put it again, and she will not be joining us today. But she deserves the rest. She had quite a day yesterday.
Yes, she did.
She needs to rest all that energy that she has. She forgets sometimes that it does run out, and she needs to let nature restore her.
You ever wonder if it's because she's giving away all those leaves?
Could be. There were roots in her, and she was blooming flowers as I saw her this morning, so could be nature trying to give back the leaves that she's been giving.
Could be.
As I hear that Sammy is not coming down today, I take out the 2 sheafs of the scrolls I have on our paper and start reading them just really quickly, looking over my shoulder to make sure she's not coming down the stairs.
Thursday it is. I'm in space.
Parsec, she's not coming.
Congratulations.
You're all right.
I'm glad you made
You
it
never know.
to the
She's
to the
sneaky
outer
one.
reaches of the universe.
Parsec, trust me, it's fine. I would have known.
He'll sit back in his chair a little more comfortably and slowly read the scrolls he got to kind of just start to decipher them.
As you sit there and read them, you figure out that one
with
is a
space.
scroll of fireball,
Lucky
and
fuck.
one is a scroll of hold person.
And I'm going to tuck the scroll of fireball back in my pack, and I'll save that one for later. And I will attempt to copy the
It's out there.
scroll
Little
of
chilly.
person into my
Fair.
spellbook.
That would be a... Hold on.
It takes
So
2 hours per level, and it costs 50 gold a level.
And hold person is a second level, so that will be a 4-hour process.
So I'm going to start it, but I'm not going to be able to finish.
Okay, I need you to remember this. You will get 30 minutes in this morning.
All right.
And I will say that the gold is not consumed until after the process is done.
Fair enough.
Trigger, that sounds like a great idea. I'm
we'll
gonna
make
join you. It's the best
check
way.
at the end. Because it would be a DC 12 Arcana check.
I had that written down.
Awesome. So you all notice Parsec just get heavily focused and occupied with the scroll. So you feel that his attention is not currently at what is happening at the table. So the 3 of you have to decide what is going on today.
Well, I would normally ask Parsec what's on our to-do list, but don't want to disturb him, so any thoughts?
Well, we did deal with the hideout. Could I do a history check to run through what the list of options are, perhaps?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, we need to go. We still have Gundren that needs rescuing out of the castle. We We don't know where it is. Sildor kind of said he thinks it is in the north. The boy's mother thought that there's a druid that's living over by Thunder Tree. That, well, all we know is that the castle's in the forest to the north. Well, in the forest to the north lives a druid at Thunder Tree, and we were told that if we go there, the druid knows the forest, ought to be able to, has a good chance of knowing where the castle is, and we need to go rescue Gundren. That I remember.
Roll me that history check to see if you can remember the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do not walk away from me. Do not. You are not. You're doing it.
Yeah, I remember it all.
Drakar, you remember those two things? Those
That
three
was in
things
that
you
one.
said? But then Star Godly, you remember that there is also the old the Banshee Agatha?
Well, I think
It doesn't matter.
There is
what you
also
think. It doesn't matter what her name
Wyvern
was.
Tor, which is another raiding band and a raiding party. And then there was also
Why it was
the
doubled? I
the
have no
orchard-
idea. Hey, yo,
the
what's
orchard-
up, Lex?
what is it orchard farmer?
Darren Edermath.
Orchard caretaker? Like, but would the job title be?
He owns it, I think.
Yeah, so would it be orchard caretaker or like orchard farmer? You
Orchardist.
see what I'm saying? Orchardist. There we go. We're going with that one. I like that one.
I made it up.
That's perfect.
Amazing.
You know what? You know why, Mandy? Magic. And you have to talk to the orchardist. I know you just said his name, Cloud.
Darren Edermath.
That guy. That's what you remember.
And I relay that to both Jakara and to Isla. And so what sounds like the fun type of adventuring we want to do today?
Well, I may be a bit biased, but I am curious about the druid that was mentioned. But in case that it may be a bit too much today, I wouldn't mind talking to the orchardist, as you call it.
Jakara, thoughts?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, I just remember our original employer was we. Now, another thing I just popped into my head all of a sudden, because all of a sudden now I rolled a whole lot better from memory. Can't do any worse. One thing that's dawned on me: we were at the Goblins Cave when we rescued Sildar, and we found a note there that mentioned something about find the dwarf. If you find a dwarf, bring him to us. So we know the goblins were part of the kidnapping of Gundren, and then we go deal with the Red Brands. The Red Brands. Alan also found a letter that said, if they have any of the dwarf maps, kill them and bring me the maps. So it sounds like the goblins
How are you doing, Mandy? I'm
and
doing
the Red
good,
Brands
Lex.
are
I
working together.
slept most of the
or
day.
The
Probably
whoever
from about
their
like
leader is,
11
got
to
some kind of
5
nickname
in the
of
afternoon.
Spider, has
It just
employed
got the better
both
of me and I
goblins and
needed
the
rest.
Red
But
Brands.
I'm doing
What's
okay
the
now.
connection there?
I was really pale earlier and then I made sure I got some food in me, so I'm doing all right. Yeah, the only concern that I have I and looking to Isla, I completely understand the wanting to converse with the druid and seeing where that is, and that might lead us to where we need to with Gundren. Is I just have this concern of whether or not Gundren has time. You know what I mean? Because I would hate for us to get there too late.
No, you're right. That makes sense.
Because just how we found the other guy, he was badly injured. So if that was how they were treating him, Gundren could be in a worse condition.
Drakara, while they're discussing this, you lean over, and Pip comes over. You whisper to him. He
Yeah.
smiles. You pass him a silver piece, and he goes and does what you ask of him.
Good.
Okay.
Lots of rest. Good. Yes, it is good. I needed it, honestly. I didn't realize how bad it was,
He's such
but
a good little boy. I love him.
do I see this exchange?
Mhm.
Do I
do.
overhear any of this exchange?
Yeah, you hear me? Hey, Pip, come here. He comes over here, and I kind of whisper sweet nothings in his ear. He kind of smiles, laughs, and I give him a silver piece. Give him a little tip.
I'm suspicious now of Drakara.
Pip goes behind the bar, and he comes out lugging a bucket of water, and he goes upstairs.
I lean
I'm like
over.
eyeing Star Odobny. I'm like, are you seeing this?
And I'm looking at Drakara, what are you up to?
Oh, there were some messes in the room that I needed him to clean up. That's all. And I gave him the money to do so. I figured it was
Roll me a
extra.
deception check, Drakara.
No, that's completely honest. There's a mess upstairs. I'm having to clean it up.
That's not completely honest, my friend.
Oh!
Oh, I have a passive insight of 11.
I'm distracted by your scroll, sir.
It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Oh, I think
It doesn't matter what you think.
You do have an
It doesn't matter what
inspiration.
her name was.
Roll it again. Oh my god.
So close. Oh
Oh.
my god.
Okay.
I would almost say I was a cocked eye.
Wow.
Isla and Saradavni, if you want to see if he's lying, roll me an insight.
No, their passive insight will work.
Oh,
Of course,
Isla.
it has to be Isla.
You know he's lying. There's some truth to what he said. There is water in the bucket. But what is being done was not very truthful.
What kind of mess are we talking about exactly, Jakara?
It's a gnome underdark type thing. It might be that time of the month.
I'm just gonna eye Star Odobny and go back to Jakara, and I'm gonna.
I was a little shy and embarrassed to mention it.
I 100%, especially with my role, I'm gonna look at Isla and be like, we shouldn't push this, you know, like that's far more description than I personally needed. And how they handle things with their Underdark in the Underdark is their business.
Oh god.
I'm gonna push away my plate of breakfast, and I'm just gonna.
Oh man.
Thanks, Sylvanas. I already finished my meal. Otherwise,
Isla,
yeah,
it's
anyway,
completely natural. It happens to all of us.
Anyway, what are we doing today?
As Isla pushes her plate away, I'm going to absentmindedly start picking at it, thinking she pushed it for me, just as I'm doing my scrolls.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'll look at him and be like, yeah, go ahead.
Before
Parsec,
we
you've caught none of this conversation, by the way.
No, and I'm really glad I haven't.
So I
before
didn't use
we
your
go
insight.
anywhere official, I would like to go do some shopping if anybody would like to come along too. But I need to do a little shopping. Go back over to the general store.
Okay. I'm good with that. And then we'll start working to find I guess we're kind of all in agreement to start working towards Gundren Rockseeker.
Yes.
If we happen to see the druid to gain that information, it's a plus.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I guess we'll make our way to the general store. I'm going to passively ignore the GM rolling dice, which is scary, but
Yeah.
Parsec, While they are around town shopping, you will have an extra 17 minutes on top of your original 30.
Can we make it 15 just so I can keep the numbers even?
No.
What a dick!
You are
What?
a creature of time. Time is of the essence. You need it down to every minute. I'm kidding. You can make it 15 if you want.
Thank you.
So you're at 45 minutes, my friend. And
As
you
they
all
get it to go, I kind of just absentmindedly just don't get any trouble. And back to what I'm doing.
And as you all make your way to Barthen's Provisions, you see a drow leaving with a sack of what would appear to be farm supplies.
All right. Here it goes. I need to know when I recognize that when I notice a drow. How far away are we?
You're about 20 feet away. You guys are walking to Barthen's Provisions. He is leaving Barthen's Provisions. And he is going outside the north side of town. Give me 1 second. I just had the town map.
Is there anyone else around?
You, your party, and any other passerbys walking through the town. So yes.
How many? All right. I'm going to cross the street. On the opposite side of the drow. I want to be as far away from him as possible. And I grab my bow.
You grab your bow?
Yeah, I just have it in my hands. Just I'm not knocking it, not drawing an arrow or anything. It's just in my hand. I want to be nowhere near this drow.
Okay. He continues walking out of town. And you see him turn on the road right about here.
And he's going north.
He's now going west, down the
West.
side road.
Okay. And that's where the store is at, right? We're going to?
Store is right here.
Oh, okay. Cross the street. All right.
Star, Davni, and Isla, you both see Drakara's behavior.
I'm just going to continue to start walking directly in the middle of the road.
So you're gonna go around the rock? Oh, nope. Right over the top.
And actually, if you guys take a perception check, you probably notice a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check because I noticed the drow and I noticed her behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice, yeah, that I'm literally biting my tongue. Face is turning, well, from black to red, so like a deep burgundy color. And it's obviously I'm unsettled by seeing the drow.
I'm just going to go over to Drakara and go, "Are you okay?"
I hate drow.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
gesture to the shop. Like, do you want to get going, or are
Yeah.
we preparing for something?
We're
Hey,
fine.
Blazin', how you doing?
Okay.
Happy Thursday.
I'll explain it over dinner.
I'll lead our
Or
group
breakfast,
into the
or
shop.
breakfast.
I'll like open the
Alright.
door and like let's just get in.
And as you walk in,
Can I
Almina
see
Barth. Oop.
as
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna let Jakar go in first ahead of me, and do I
That's probably a
notice
wise decision.
any because I noticed that it was towards this person that is now turned down the side road, and I'm in seeing that it makes her uncomfortable. Do I see them circle back or anything like that?
He looks up, looks you dead in the eye, smiles, and nods. And then continues walking.
Do I also see that? Because I have the door open. I'm not
No.
inside. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna glare suspiciously.
He waves. And he keeps walking.
Fucking weirdo. What the hell's up with this?
I
Was I close enough to see how old he looked? I mean, granted, drows are elves and they could live 1,000 years or whatever, but
He was an older drow.
yeah, that made me even more mad.
All right.
I'm just gonna usher Star Daphne, and I'm like, let's just get in before there's like any confrontation.
Yeah, why? It would okay, yeah, let's go.
And you all walk into Barthen's Provisions, and Almina's like, "Oh, welcome in again." She looks at the gnome, deep gnome, Takara.
Yes, I'll go. Yes, ma'am. I'm looking for. I need a brass brazier, and I need some charcoal and herbs and incense. About let's go with a nice round number, 80 gold pieces worth.
Give me 1 second.
Incense and charcoal and etc. Powder game and spell components that I need.
She looks at you. Well, I don't really have any braziers or incense. You'd have to go talk to Sister Gerdo for that. That's more priestly things, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh yes, by all means, okay.
But charcoal you could probably find at Miss Greywind's Linian's shop. She has a forge. There should be plenty of charcoal there.
All right.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Lean to Jakara nicely and I say, I got a lot before, far more than I needed. I can share some of my charcoal with you if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, that'd be appreciated.
She does have a shit ton of charcoal.
I do need the rest of this stuff.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you would like to do while you're in Barthen's Provisions?
Anybody else want to buy anything?
Not me. I'm just in the corner fidgeting with my totem, waiting for you guys to be done.
It's a general store, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any splints?
Splints. Do you plan on breaking somebody's bones, if I may ask?
Maybe. Wouldn't be the first.
I like you. Paladins. They're always resolute. And she shuffles around, digging through, and she pulls out medkits. She put like makeshift medkits almost. Well, I've kind of made these, but I've never really sold them because, farmers and we have Sister Gorel, so there hasn't really been a need for them. We don't have warriors.
How much are they? I tend to get hit a lot, so
Oh well, and she opens them, and inside you see like not what a well stocked medkit would have, right? But it has kind of like a cotton fabric to that's wrapped up to almost as a gauze of sorts.
Okay.
And she's like, I noticed that when you spin the fibers of the cotton and you make it nice and tight together, that you can wrap it around a cut and a scrape and it helps cut down on the bleeding. But again, Sister Gorell, healing potions, not really necessary. But I have them. I have, and she pulls out 3. I have 3 of them. And inside of them is a very basic tourniquet, a splint, and some gauze. And she looks at you. Well, they've been sitting here for a while, so I'd be happy to take them for a gold each.
Yeah.
And for the container more than the material.
Yeah. I'll give her 3 gold.
All right. And she hands over the 3 medkits to you. Medkits.
Do you have any hard alcohol? Some fine wine?
She looks at you, Drakara, and she just... Rogues, are you wanting to get drunk this early? If you wanted to get drunk, just go to the tavern, my dear.
It's too far away right now.
Well, I don't necessarily have any strong spirits, but Darren, who actually he just left, he makes a very, very good and quite delicious apple cider.
That drow that just left?
Yes, he's quite nice. He's you should go talk to him. I heard he's looking for some adventurers.
That's a good idea. I mean, I haven't had some
Blazing is on
wine
a
in
3
quite a while.
blood wine on a 3 stream streak. Thank you so much. I appreciate
She
that.
you see her smile start to drop a little bit. Now, I know you all are new to this town, but I do highly, highly recommend that you don't threaten the ones that have been quite peaceful.
Oh, Greta, no, you misunderstood me. I haven't made a single threat. My knees are shaking, but I haven't made a threat.
She's a people person. She picks up on auditory inflections and visual cues of an individual. She could tell you're pissed off.
But in reality, it's kind of a nervous, scared, fearful, anger, a whole bunch of emotions going through right now.
Well, I would say it would be wise for the small one here, and she's looking at Star Davni when she says this, to maybe stay with your other party members if you go and talk to Mr. Darren. I really don't want anything bad happening to him.
Completely understandable. To be honest, I'm not too sure of what the problem is, if there's a problem or anything else, but if you're saying that they're good people, then I'm going to assume that they're good until I'm proven otherwise. So
she gets her boisterous smile back, and she leans over the counter to you, looks you, like leans right up to you, whispers in your ear,